The recliner chair is that furniture that says comfort. It is not just a chair, it is your relaxation spot after a long day. You take power naps, read a book and watch TV on this chair. What happens when your comfort piece stops being comfortable? Several things can make a recliner less comfortable. One of them is bad footrest. So, what's the next step? Do you throw out the beloved recliner that you've probably created a bond with over the years? What if we told you we can help you get your favorite furniture back in shape? We can show you how to fix a recliner footrest, shall we? Why is your footrest broken? Before we go into the nitty-gritty of fixing your footrest, you need to know why your footrest got bad. This will help prevent future reoccurrence. The following are the major reasons your footrest got bad. 1. The recliner is old. If you have been using your recliner for a while, it is only natural for it to age. So, some screws may have become loose or worn out. In this case, substituting the older screws with new ones may solve the problem. 2. You have been rough handling the footrest. When you pull up your footrest roughly or slam it, you increase the chances of it getting broken. Usually, therefore a footrest gets broken. Rough handling the footrest all the time places a strain on the footrest workings. After a while, the footrest may stay stuck in a position or stop working altogether. Hence, you need to be extra careful when handling your footrest. Regardless of it being a new or old recliner. Your footrest is rusty. A very simple yet obvious reason your footrest isn't working is rust. If there is a buildup of dirt and dust on your recliner, the mechanism may begin to rust. Humidity and weather may also be responsible for this. To prevent rust, clean off dust and lubricate the working parts of the chair as often as possible. Quick tip. Before you start any repair, we advise you to look up the warranty of your recliner. If the recliner is still covered by the warranty, you can contact the manufacturer. This will save you some cash and time. Do not carry out any repair before contacting your manufacturer. This will cancel your warranty. If your chair is not under warranty, then you can fix your footrest by following these easy steps. 3 easy ways to fix your bad recliner footrest. There are 3 basic ways your footrest can malfunction. Your footrest may either be stuck, stiff, or simply refuse to adjust. No matter what the problem is, there's a solution. We will give practical steps on how to solve all 3 problems. How to repair a stiff recliner footrest. Recliner footrests are engineered to move up and down effortlessly. Once the footrest refuses to move smoothly, then there is a problem. Mostly, this may be because the footrest isn't lubricated. A second reason for this may be loosened or worn out screws. It is best to have this problem in check before it gets worse. To do this, you will have to lubricate and tighten or replace loose and worn out screws. Sounds like so much work already? Not to worry, we will walk you through it. Simply follow these easy steps. You will need 1. A towel. 2. Phillips screwdriver. 3. Screws and bolts. You may have spare screws and bolts that came with your piece. However, in the case that you don't, you can order generic screws and bolt online. 4. A good lubricant like the WD-40 Lubricant Aerosol Spray. 3. Steps to follow. 1. To begin, you have to flip your chair over. Turning your chair will help you see what's happening with the mechanism. 2. Next, you need to check for any loosened, rusted, or worn out screws and bolts. If you find any screw or bolt that needs to be changed or tightened, then do that. This process alone may fix the issue. 3. You have to make sure that every screw is properly replaced or tightened. The problem may be fixed, but we advise that you apply some lubricant. 4. Before applying the lubricant, get the towel within reach. You also might consider placing a newspaper underneath the recliner. This will reduce or remove the chances of ruining your floor. 5. Make sure you apply enough lubricant to every movable joint. This will make sure every part works seamlessly. The lube will help remove rust and dust. Ensure each part is working. Simply move them up and down after lubrication. 6. Once you are done with the lubrication, double check to make sure all screws are firmly in place. Then move your footrest up and down to make sure it stopped being stiff. 7. Clean off surplus lubrication oil with the towel. Turn your chair upright and enjoy the comfort your fixed footrest provides. If your footrest is still stiff after you followed these steps, it may be because an inner part is broken. At this point, you need to consider contacting a professional. This is the best next step, as you may end up destroying the chair if you continue probing. How to repair the adjustment system of a recliner footrest. Nothing is as frustrating as your footrest refusing to lock in place. What is wrong when your footrest caves once your feet lay on it? Let's discuss the workings of the footrest. There is a spring that controls the adjustment system of the recliner. This spring works to keep the footrest in place. The spring can loosen up, get rusted, or even break. If this happens, your chair adjustment system will no longer work well. These easy steps explain how to fix this problem. You will need 1. Allen wrench. 2. Phillips screwdriver. 3. Recliner chair's springs. You may contact your manufacturer to get replacements. You can also order generic recliner springs online. Steps to follow. 1. You guessed right. The first step is to turn your recliner upside down. You need to see everything. 2. Next, you will see a part that links the bushings to the footrest's arm. This part looks like a spring. Access the spring-like piece to figure out what is wrong with it. It may either be rusted or broken. Or a screw may be loose. 3. With your screwdriver, remove anything attached to the spring-like piece. Smaller springs may also be around the spring, remove them as well. 4. Get your replacement spring, attach all the removed parts back and install it. Ensure that all is properly tightened. 5. Once you have gotten through this procedure, turn your chair upright. Your footrest should have no problem adjusting or staying in place now. If after all these your footrest doesn't work as it should, then something else may be the problem. Contact your manufacturer or an expert. How to repair a stuck recliner footrest. The ratchet is another part of a recliner chair that often becomes an issue. It works just like the spring, however, it is found in only some types of recliners. The result of a bad racket is that your footrest becomes stuck. The good news is, just like other footrest hitches, this one can be fixed too. Depending on how bad the racket is, you may either amend or replace the racket. You will require 1. Phillips screwdriver. 2. Wrench. 3. New racket, if need be. You can get a good generic recliner racket online. Steps to follow. 1. First, you need to flip your chair upside down. Begin by detaching anything that is in the way of reaching the racket. There is usually a bar amidst screws, bolts, and arms. Loosen the screws and bolts around the bar and take out the bar. 2. Now that you have taken out the bar, examine the racket. Determine what it needs. If you simply need to adjust it, do that. If it is broken or worn out, you will have to change it. 3. To change the racket, you have to remove it. You can do this by simply taking out the screws and springs that keep it in place. 4. Once you've taken out the bad racket, get the replacement racket. Fix it back in the bar the same way you had taken out the bad one. Ensure that every bolt and screw is firmly in place. 5. Your footrest should be working properly now. Turn your recliner upright and test it. It should be able to move smoothly now. If these steps do not fix your footrest, then the problem may be a little more than you can handle. At this point, one option is available to you, an expert. You may either haul your recliner to a repair shop, or call a professional to come to have a look at your chair. Either way, seek professional help. If the expert cannot find a solution, then your recliner is beyond repair. Final words. It is important to take proper care of your recliner. You reduce the chances of damaging your footrest by properly maintaining your recliner. Although proper maintenance reduces the chances of getting a bad footrest, it doesn't eliminate it. Eventually, some parts of your recliner footrest will wear out. Hopefully, you will be able to fix these issues by following the practical steps in this video. Finally, if you cannot get your footrest to work, play safe, and get professional help. If you've enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button below. And hit the notification bell so you'll know once we post a new video. Also, drop a comment below so we can know your thoughts. Finally, don't forget to check the description below for more details. And visit our site, www.zimhomefurniture.com, for more awesome home furniture content like this.